everything was going good. It took forever to get the hay raked because there ain't much second cutting here. I've got 6 swaths, averaging about 4. So instead of double windrow, it's quadruple or quintuplet or sextuplet or whatever you want to call it. But one spot I got 3 to make a windrow. But it ain't really windrows at all. Knotter's working perfect. 8 or 9 bales so far. But this wire stripper here just came off. And I'm going to have to tie it on because I do not have that size nuts or bolts up here with me. And it looks like it ripped off where the bolts attach to whatever piece you call that frame. Not much left of it down there. So I'm going to see if I can tie it on. Yepper, hillbilly engineering. I'll get her done. Well, give you an update later, y'all. See ya. Alrighty. Yeah, the bolts are still on there with the other piece of metal. It got old and came loose and broke off. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 new ones. But 1, 2, 3, 4 originals, and that's one of them that broke. And they're not cheap. They're like 30 bucks a piece, 30, 32 bucks. Thing is, they don't make them anymore, so whoever's got them gets the price that they want for them. Can't really blame them. Not something I can make very easily. But between me and getting into blacksmithing and tinsmithing, I could do it, but not for a number of years of practice. Getting one to work might work, but getting one that looks pretty, that's a different animal. I'm so happy with these knotters. Happy, happy, joy, joy. Alrighty. It's, well, it's 6:40 now, so that only took half an hour. Kept poking my eye on the grass and running grass up into my ear. That's not picking up any moisture yet. I'll see if I can get 2 of these windrows done. I'm probably going to have to wait till tomorrow and let everything warm up and hook back up to the rake and knock it over one time. Don't know. Hope I don't have to do it by hand. Pitchfork. That's some exercising I can't do. Sun's going down. Alrighty, let's see if this twine's gonna work. See ya. Well, I took this out of lower gear and forgot to put it back in. I had it up here so I had more room underneath. Had it over here and couldn't figure out why it wasn't picking up correctly. Missed all this little bits of hay. Quite a bit by the end of the day. So I got that done. Start over again. Fun stuff, Maynard. Well, I gotta call it a night. Nice and warm out. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful day. But it's late in the day, 6 something. Coming up on 7 o'clock. The second cutting's picking up too much moisture, so I'm stopping. I'm not going to bale bad bales. So I'm just going to put over to the apple tree, shut her down, and go to the house and get a shower, I do believe. Yep. Kind of expected more hay bales though. 2, 3, 4, 7, 8 or 9. I doubt if I get 50. I highly doubt that I get 50 square bales out of 8 or 9 acres of second cutting. I might look it up on the internet, measure it out on a map. It could be 7, but I'm thinking 8 plus. Beautiful, magnificent second cutting. There's not a whole lot of it. Maybe just Katie and I will get all the second cutting, and I won't have any to sell. Maybe to Aaron. See how many he wants. Beautiful, beautiful. Alright, y'all. See you tomorrow. It's today Friday. See you Saturday. Bye-bye. Well, it's Saturday. It's, what here, 11:30 now. And the hay's not dry on the bottom where it's touching the ground at in the windrows. So we're going to very delicately with the rake flip all these bales, windrows. And this is my tractor here. It's going to get brakes on it next month. 80 horse, good big tires here. What are they here? 15.5 on a 38. Come up to my chin anyways. That's my girl. Alrighty. Yeah, I made 4, 5, 6, about 9, maybe 10 bales yesterday, counting what's in the baler. And I went to 5 of the rows, different places across the hill. And it's just a bit too damp on my moisture scale anyways. So right on the bottom you can just feel the dampness. You can feel how cool it is. If I waited a couple more hours, because I can see the heat coming off of the grass there, but that heat would have to penetrate down through all the grass, which of course acts like an insulator, and it's going to be the last to dry. And since I'm slower than slow, I can't wait them couple hours for a maybe. So I'm gonna flip them over, try to roll it over twice or once and a half. It's almost impossible to do with the rake, to flip it over. I have a thing called a windrow inverter, which would pick it up, and it would be in the machine for about 10 or 12 feet. And it will pick it up, invert it, and lay it exactly upside down. But there's not a whole lot of those machines out there. And even ones that need a lot of work, they want too much money for. So I may never have one. Or a tedder. Tedders would be cheaper, but don't have money for that. Now my twine here, 2 different brands of stuff. Bought 9,000. Both of them are 9,000. A different brand. Oh heck, this is 20,000. He gave me the wrong shit and I didn't look at it. I did not read the box, so let him hand it to me. Well, that's the difference here, because the outside one doesn't want to tie correctly every time. I just let the guy hand me the box. Anyways, that's my fault. But I'll deal with it, live with it, work with it, and get it done. So I'm going to rake here and probably start baling right after that. I might wait 10 or 15 minutes. But by the time I start, to the time I get done, And I'll, of course, bale the last row that I did last. So it'll be ready to go as soon as I disconnect from that rake here. Fun stuff, Maynard. And it's warm out. It's already like 80 degrees. Which is good for the hay. See ya. Hello, it is 12:50. Temperature's 87 degrees out. And I'm sitting in the shade of the tractor because I don't want to climb underneath the apple tree because I haven't mowed or weed whipped. And it's got knee-high weeds in there. And they're collecting the heat. Anywho, got everything rigged. It's good to go. But that twine, I can't believe I bought the wrong size twine. So the outside knotter probably going to give me some fits. I'm going to take another look at it. I don't believe there's a way to adjust the tension on the bill hook. I remember something about that. No, I think there is a nut and a cotter pin. A crown nut and a cotter pin. Well, I'll do that after I take my break here. It's a whole lot warmer than I wanted it to be. I would like it for 80 degrees or so, but 87. It's a warm 87, but there is a breeze going, which is good for me in the hay. Well, I got to get this stuff baled, pick up Katie at the mill at about 3 o'clock, come back and get these hay bales under roof. Nice breeze underneath this tractor. Alrighty, yo. Well, I guess break time's over. Hopefully I'll get some video when I'm done here. See ya. Well, last couple minutes I've been messing with the tucker finger on the square baler. I gotta hurry up to go get Katie. And dang dear, she was over there. I thought she ran off into the woods. And then I started walking to the truck and she got her head down over here eating. And I'm like playing tag, count and kill with the deer. Alright. Well, having problems with the twine hanging up on the inside bill hook. Got stuff adjusted the, well, I don't even know what the one tensioner is called. But I just adjusted the tucker finger again. So when I get back from picking up Katie, I hope the tucker finger swings far enough to pull it off the bill hook at the right time. Be back again, y'all. See ya. I just wanted to get a shot from the other side of the valley here of where I brush hogged the other day. And that's how steep it looks. That's how steep it feels. That's how steep it is. Crazy. But my tractor, almost everywhere, I can push on the brake and the tractor will stay there. And that's something I've never had happen before. Because before, heck, even right here, the tractor wouldn't hold itself back. But now that I got brakes on it, it works. Yep. Steep, steep, steep. Can't reach out and touch it. It's not that steep. But it can make your hindsight pucker up real good. See ya. Well, instead of the square bales being lined up like nice uniform dominoes, they're very sporadic all over the field. Where they're doubled up at, that's where I was hand tying a knot, because I bought the wrong size twine. So not every bale, but more than every other bale, I had to jump off the tractor and tie the outside one because the twine I bought was the wrong size diameter. Of course, the first two bales that went into the baler, they're all soft because there's nothing to push against them, so they're going to go out to Katie's sheep. But they're real good bales. They got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6 windrows, but not very many bales. I do believe it's going to be over 50 though, so I'm glad of that. But it's not going to be much over 50. I got the third to last bale pulled out of the baler here yesterday, but that hurt my back jerking on it like that, so I stopped on the second one. I can back off the springs a little bit more, but they're barely touching right now. It's not quite above, but it's almost above. Back them off. Was able to pull it back about 6 inches. So this bale and that bale still got to come out. And I'll get her all blowed off and oiled and greased up and parked till next year. Unless I make some more second cutting. We'll see. I would like to, but I don't know. But this 9,000 at 20,000 just ain't working good for me this year. I've used the 9,000 for several years. You can go get some regular sisal twine. If I do more second cutting squares, I'll be running sisal through it. I'm thinking maybe the bill hooks are just getting old and wore out, kind of warbled out, because they're not making tight knots. So got to disconnect from the square baler, hook onto the trailer over there, little trailer, and go pick up some hay bales and get them in the shed. It's another hot day. It's like 86 already, and spent the Saturday overnight with my mom again. Went home, took a nap, and overslept by 2 hours. Lots to do. Lots to do. Alright, I'll get a video of the wagon loaded or something. Trailer. See ya.